at the Steel City Con with Paris Themmen.
Hello.
Thank you for taking the time, Paris, to
My
talk
pleasure.
to us. You know, I have got to know, because of course you are the star of the Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory.
I was a co-star,
and you've got
yes.
golden tickets with
Willy
you
Wonka
here.
and the Chocolate Factory,
Awesome.
yes, I do have golden tickets.
So
Very popular.
Do you actually like chocolate? That's the first thing I got to
I
ask.
do like chocolate, sure I do.
Do you?
Yeah, it was Veruca Salt, Julie Dawn Cole, who actually didn't like chocolate. So she had to do, you remember in this scene, we all had to run into the chocolate room and find various things. I wonder if you can see it in here. You can just about see it. You see this thing right here?
Mm-hmm.
She had to crack it open and stick her hand in chocolate pudding, and she was not happy about that because she actually doesn't like chocolate. But yeah, I like chocolate.
You like chocolate.
Sure
and
I do.
even since the movie, you like chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why, you got some?
I'm a big chocolate fan too.
Okay, later.
Now, when you were a kid, did you aspire to grow up to be an actor, or did you aspire to be a fireman, or something a little more unusual like that?
I remember for a while saying I wanted to be a biochemist or something like that. You know, I really wanted to travel a lot. When I got back from shooting, we shot in Munich, Germany. I had to go right back to New York to be in a Broadway show called The Rothschilds. I booked The Rothschilds and Willy Wonka at the same time. I went and I did Willy Wonka, and then somebody else was actually one of the original cast members in The Rothschilds. And as I finished Willy Wonka, I went and I replaced him and I went to Broadway. But meanwhile, my mom and my sisters who came to Germany with me, they went on a tour of Europe. So I had to go back and work. I'm 11. And they went, you know, gallivanting around Europe, and I always remembered that. I wanted to travel a lot. Actually, when they came back, they brought me a variety of little dolls. I'm a boy, as you can see.
And you got dolls.
Yeah, it was like a little Dutch doll, a little, like, you know, doll in lederhosen and stuff like that. I was like, great, thanks. You guys went around Europe, and I got a bunch of dolls. So I really wanted to travel, and actually I did fulfill that destiny. I've been to 59 countries now,
Great.
6 continents.
Great.
I've
Awesome.
been to Mount Everest Base Camp. I've been to the Amazon jungle and Fiji and the Sahara Desert, and just like all the crazy, exotic travel places that you want to go. And so I got that done.
That is very cool, because traveling just adds so much
love to travel.
to your background. And, you know,
Yeah, it broadens your horizons.
It does. It broadens your perspective. It gives
Yes.
you a much more valuable perspective.
And now, Pittsburgh.
You can put that off your list.
Now, I know that also in your younger years you did a lot of stage work.
That's true.
What do you feel were the challenges of being on stage versus being in front of the camera? I think that,
Well,
like,
there's
even
two
as a
things.
kid, too, especially as a kid. Like, was it harder for a kid?
I started when I was 6. I started doing commercials when I was 6. I was on Broadway when I was 8. The two main things that jump out at me are, number one, when you're on stage, you have to do the entire performance. You have to do it from the beginning to end. When you're doing film and TV, you just have the one line, and they say cut, and if you blow it, then you do it again, and it's just a little chunk. You have to do one moment successfully. In the theater, you have to do the whole arc of the character. And then the other thing is what I just said, which is if you mess up, they just say cut, and they, especially these days, it's digital, you know, so, you know, film is cheap. And, but on stage, it happens right then and there, you know, and so if you screw up, they see it.
You can't fix it in post.
You can't fix it in post. They see it from here instead of here, but they see it. And, you know, the other thing about theater is that it's ephemeral. Once it's done, and nobody remembers me from Maine, you know. But Willy Wonka, after I'm gone, they're still going to know who I am.
Have you thought about returning to acting, returning to in front of the camera?
You know, I've had a few stints here and there. I did a bunch of commercials. I mean, when I was from 6 to 16, I did like 24 commercials, and then I did some commercials in my 30s in LA when I was living out there, and then most recently, you know, I've done all these different things. I've been a financial advisor. I've been
Real estate agent, right?
a real estate agent. I was at Walt Disney Imagineering, where they build the theme parks. And so I'm like a searcher. I've done all these different things. I've started a few businesses, and so I'm in the midst of starting another business right now. So in order to be able to clear my head and clear my schedule so I can work up that business, I'm doing two things. I'm doing conventions like this on the weekends, and I'm doing background work as an extra on a TV show called The Good Wife.
Love The Good Wife. Love The Good
is
Wife.
Awesome. Happens to be a great show.
Oh, I love the girl that plays Galinda. Oh,
Kalinda,
man.
I know.
Kalinda,
I
oh, I
understand.
love her.
Yeah,
I love
sure.
her.
Archie Punjabi.
Archie Punjabi.
She's great. I was watching it before I was working on it, but
Yeah.
now I'm working on it, and about once or twice a week
awesome.
I go in, I put on my suits from when I was a financial advisor, and I pretend to be a lawyer. I
Awesome.
shuffle papers, I answer
Awesome.
phones. So if you watch The Good Wife,
good.
you'll see me and my bald head in a suit in the background.
I like that.
of The Good
Keeps
Wife.
you in front of the camera. That's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
And
It's
it's low effort.
Really
You don't have
nice
to
crew.
memorize anything.
It's a nice crew, nice setup.
Yeah. Okay,
Good.
so what does
Set up.
a typical day in your life look like these days besides that work?
Depends on what day of the week it is. I mean, you know, there's if it's a weekend, I'm traveling and I'm here, or wherever it is that I am. And if it's you know, whatever day of the week they need me, that I'm there. And if it's not, then I'm home. I have a fiance now. I have 2 cats.
Congratulations.
So I'm hanging out with them,
Cool.
typing on my Mac. You know,
Okay, well that's an
like most people.
It's a good snapshot. Favorite line is Mike Teevee.
Favorite line?
Favorite line. You have to be asked that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it depends, you know. Am I coming in clear? Wham, you're dead. This is not my line, it was his line, actually. Not to your 12, son.
That is adorable.
Can't you shut up? I'm busy.
I like that.
You know, there's a bunch of them. I was in a lot of the movies, so there's a bunch of them.
That's great. Okay, well thank you so much
My pleasure.
for taking the time to talk
Thank
to
you.
us.
Nice
I
to see you.
appreciate it.
Am I coming in clear? I assume that I am.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you again.
Okay, that is